first were talking to people and local people about this and said, you know, I'm opposing this golf course, what do you think? Everybody has said, oh, I'm terribly against it, but you'll never win. You'll never win against the Japanese. They've got so much money. And all I have felt that it is the belief in that statement that stops you winning. And I think just as long as you keep saying, no, it's possible, somebody will hear, somebody will believe. Because it's not right for it to go ahead. Keep walking, Hadrian, that's it.
They're the last bastion of what I call semi-wild land. It used to be, it was waste of the manor. In other words, it was land that wasn't good enough for the lord of the manor to use. And so he allowed the commoners to graze on it and gather wood on it and hay for their animals and this sort of thing and pannage for their pigs. And it was a way, really, of protecting these rather wild, scrubby places that people didn't want to develop from being developed by people like Lanarkshire.
The land is private land, subject to rights of common, and there are certain paths which run around the perimeter of our land, which the public are allowed to walk along. So that's okay, and they can look at the land if they wish, but they can't walk on it.
I've seen up there sand lizards, adders, slow worms, deer. These things are all going to come under threat and damage once you start changing some rough countryside into a manicured golf course.
I got in touch with an organisation called the Global Anti-Golf Course Movement. Asked them if they could supply me with the name and address of the president of Kaido in Japan, which they did do. I then wrote to him to say, to explain to him what was happening, to explain to him the nature of common rights, and to say that whatever they did, they would still have these animals walking over their golf course. And I did get a letter back saying that he would instruct the manager here to contact me immediately.
Yes, well, we're all ready for the meeting. Mary? Hello.
This is Mrs. Holloway.
Hello, nice to meet you.
I'm going to leave you.
Yes, fine.
And
come back. You know the way now.
Hello, my name is Thomas Harding.
Yes.
Were you prepared to give a statement?
No, I don't think so, because I don't speak good English, so I can't express my intention properly. So maybe, our official announcement through Mr. Jones or our consultant, please.
Okay, come, thanks.
So how did the meeting go?
No point, really. Not really much to tell.
He said, we have got support. And I said, well, who is supporting you? He said, well, the Sports Council, the Chamber of Commerce, and he said, the planning officers, your planning officers.
Bye-bye. If we'd given him an inch, he was going to bribe us or offer us something. He gets something we can do for the commoners and the local people.
If there's only something we can do for the commoners.
Yes. And we kept just saying we didn't want the golf course, didn't we?
Don't lean on the post. Well, the district councillors from our local council are here to have a look at this land, to decide whether they're going to approve having a golf course put on it. We're here as the commoners just to
to show our presence really, and to show the animals are here and that we value it.
Yeah, upper limits, but
The cows are just here. Here come the cows.
approaching.
The cows are here. Yeah.
Are these your cattle, Mary? Are they not speaking to you at all?
Planning office, good afternoon.
Hello, is that Mr. Few?
Speaking.
Mr. Few, it's Mrs. Finucane from the Bramshot Commoners here.
Yes, yes.
Hello. Do I understand that the Old Thorns are going to appeal?
I wouldn't be at all surprised, but
Yes.
I understand that their previous application, the 6 months in which to appeal, expires this week.
Yes.
So I wouldn't be at all surprised if they appealed against the earlier refusal.
Yes, the one in January.
That's right.
Yes. And that means it goes straight to the Secretary of State for the Environment.
Well, yes, that's right.
And their response to that was to go out and spray weed killer in strips over a patch of the field where these rare butterflies had been found, and to mow a huge swathe of the heathland. We didn't spot this for a week, I think. I was walking up there and I suddenly saw this brown patch in the distance, and I walked up and found what had happened. And I went running back home and phoned up the Herpetological Society and said, have you done this for them? And they said no, and they were horrified. And I rang up English Nature and I said, have you done this? And they said no, and they were horrified, and sent out an investigator immediately.
Then we had a letter from the Department of the Environment, Secretary of State for the Environment, saying officially that London Casado had withdrawn its appeal to the refusal of the planning permission of the golf course. And that was obviously, as far as that is concerned, that is final. If they wanted to start again, they've got to start again from the beginning and go right back, to district councils and things, so that the whole of that planning application is dead as a doornail now, isn't it?